Hey everybody, I am home in my studio bedroom editing my next video. This one's on listening and reacting while you're acting, and so I thought I'd show you a little behind the scenes. Well, first thing I do is I load my footage in, and this is green screen footage, so I have to take it in and I have to key out my green screen and make sure that that all looks good, and I do that all on the initial footage, and then I adjust my sound levels on the master footage as well, because it's easier than going through and doing each individual clip after it's all cut up. And then I add a background, usually a boilerplate background, just something to give me something to look at while I'm editing. So I usually put like a solid color down, and then I add like a texture, and then I add, a vignetting around that, and so that creates this sort of look. And then I chop out all the silence, all the hems and haws, the ums, the ands, the buts, the so's, and I piece together the video. I color code certain sections so that I know whether I want to move them forward or backward in the timeline or add them to a certain part. And a lot of it is listening to my voice over and over and over again as I try to make sense of the story. I have to listen to garbage cans outside. Makes it hard. I sometimes have to do like special effects sections where I have to change the background or add some motion graphics or something like that, and that involves a lot of going to Envato elements. So I have a subscription to this, and I can look up, like, say, textures, and I find a texture pack that I like. I'm using this one right now, and I can download it, and add those in. I can download videos and other stuff, and searching for these elements takes forever. Trying to find the right ones sometimes it's just incredibly slow. Anyway, so I jump back and forth for several hours, and changing the backgrounds, looking for new things, and stuff like that. When you're creating effects, you sometimes can go through all these blending modes and spend hours trying to decide what's the look I want here, and is it gonna work? I'm kind of wanting like an old film desaturated look, which I think linear light, or maybe just luminosity, that looks very old filmy. Yeah, I like that look. But then I'm gonna add an effect. Let's see here. Filmed image is always pretty good, so let's see. It's kind of difficult because sometimes when you're, I want to get a desaturated look for this image, so I have to kind of go over to the color tab with the images that I've selected. Make them all orange. There. Now I can go. Then I select the orange clips, or select an orange clip, and then we'll desaturate it. There. And then I can add that to these clips. Boom. I think this one. Yeah. Okay, and then I'm going to add some video transitions. A squint, or you could do the I don't believe you reaction. I don't understand what you're saying reaction. Or you can do the angry reaction, the frustrated reaction. We're at about, I got it down to about 7 minutes long, which is pretty good for me. So there's not too much I need to cut out of this at this point. I like to keep my videos around 10 minutes long if possible, but often they go up to 20 minutes. So we're in pretty good shape. I meant for this one to be shorter. I am so sweaty in these videos. This day I shot 4 videos in my room, and the air conditioning was off because of the sound, and I am completely sweaty in all of my videos. So I look gross, but it is what it is, and I got to use it. So sorry about that. The next step in my process is to go through and kind of break up the monotony of just watching a talking head, and that involves adding keyframes and sort of zooming in slowly on certain shots, or just jump cutting into different zoom levels and placements on the screen. And that's a little bit time consuming, but it does make the video look a lot better. I also have to add all my my lower thirds and my little titles and text effects as well. I mentioned murdering your mother in this video in context, so I'm looking for a murder video. I think I like this one that is a knife stabbing, so I'm going to download that. Sometimes I have a concept that I talk about and I need to find a graphic that fits it, and I spend hours sometimes trying to find the right graphic, and so sometimes I'll just find a different graphic and then I'll take it into Illustrator and modify it so it works for me, and that's what I have to do now. Orange coats. So as you can see, it's a lot of little work, bits and pieces to get a timeline layout done, and that's just part of the work. There's still sound effects and color correction and other things like that, and then the marketing and stuff like that. But that's just a little bit of behind the scenes of how I edit my videos. So thanks for joining me.